First, the top news headlines. Adequate funds will be available to restore the state's development momentum, says Chief Minister N. Biren. Union Budget 2024 comes under heavy criticism for completely ignoring the northeast state of Manipur. Acclaimed Manipuri filmmaker Rajkumar Kripazit passes away at 67. MSF DS condoles the untimely demise of the filmmaker. A very good evening. You're watching guys Primetime English News. This is Suraj Khongban Tabam giving you the news. Now the news in detail. Chief Minister N. Biren has stated that there is a dire need for adequate funding to restore the state's development momentum. Speaking to the media on the sidelines of 75th Van Mahotsav observance at Lamlai Chingpu Sabi Lairimbi Ching, the Chief Minister highlighted the dual crisis of the conflict situation and natural disasters that have severely impacted Manipur. He said the state is suffering due to the prevailing situation as well as due to the 2 times flood and hailstorm that wreaked havoc in the state. Adequate funds will be available to regain the state's development momentum. The Chief Minister's remarks come at a time as the state grapples with the aftermath of severe floods and hailstorms that have exacerbated the already challenging conditions in Manipur. It may be noted that the natural disasters have caused widespread damage affecting infrastructure, agriculture, and the livelihoods of thousands of residents.
No, people are expecting. I also personally expecting this budget will be to achieve the goal of the Honorable Prime Minister's mission to get the third largest economy in the world, and particularly for the Manipur also I am expecting. Manipur is now suffering due to the prevailing situation as well as we have met 2 times flood and hailstorm. So adequate fund will be available to regain a development momentum of the state of Manipur also.
So the nearly 15 months crisis the state economy has severely affected. Do you expect the budget 2024 will also an adverse effect and more funds to be allotted?
I have given my answer, I think.
On the other hand, Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman presented the Union Budget for 2024-2025, providing key financial aids, announcing plans for development of Northeastern region. To boost financial inclusion in the Northeastern states, the Indian government has unveiled plans to set up 100 new branches of India Post Payments Bank IPPB across the region. The announcement was made by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman during the Union Budget presentation for 2024-2025. Having said that, the Union Budget 2024 has come under heavy criticism for completely ignoring the northeast state of Manipur. The presentation of the first budget of the Narendra Modi government's third term by Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman today has sparked criticism for failing to address the plight of internally displaced persons, IDPs, in Manipur. Lok Sabha MP from Manipur, Dr. Angomcha Bimolakoizam, voiced his dissatisfaction, highlighting the omission. He said absence thy name is Manipur. That's the budget speak. Nothing on flood and rehabilitation packages for IDPs in the state. In the Union Budget 2024 under Irrigation and Flood Mitigation, the Union Finance Minister mentioned the floods that had occurred in Bihar, Assam, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand and Sikkim and announced the centre's assurance to provide assistance to these states. However, there was no mention of the devastating floods that affected strife-torn Manipur. The absence of any dedicated package for Manipur's IDPs in the budget presentation, which marks Sitharaman's 7th consecutive budget, has drawn considerable criticism. Bimal Akoizam, who recently gained attention for his maiden speech in Parliament addressing the Manipur crisis, expressed his disappointment over the exclusion of Manipur from the financial aid and rehabilitation plans laid out in the budget. The omission has raised concerns among the affected communities in Manipur who are struggling with the aftermath of floods and ongoing conflicts. Rajkumar Kripajit Singh, a prominent second-generation filmmaker from Manipur, passed away on Monday after a prolonged illness. He died at his residence in Thangmeban Lila Singh Khongnangkhong, Imphal. Born on September 29, 1956, R.K. Kripa was enamored with cinema and storytelling from a young age. His passion for the art form was evident in his reflection, "I enjoyed the process of making films." The creative process of translating a story to a screen and the ultimate thrill one feels when the film is finally released is unforgettable. Inspired by the international success of Imagining Them in 1981, R.K. Kripa embarked on his filmmaking journey in 1983 with his debut feature film Mathangi Yeningtha. Despite facing production hurdles that led to its incompletion, he remained undeterred. In 1990, his collaboration with Laimayum Surjakanta culminated in the successful completion of Ingalai, marking a significant milestone for second-generation filmmakers in Manipur. The first generation included luminaries such as S.N. Chan, Aribam Shyam Sharma, Kongbrai Latpam Ibol Sharma, M.A. Singh and Sanakya Ibotombi Harokcham. Ingalai vividly depicted Manipuri culture and traditions with literary depth. Following its success, Kripa went on to script and direct several acclaimed films including Thambal, Aigi Punsi, Lai Ama and Laibag. Before his cinematic endeavors, Kripa was a renowned theatre artist, earning critical acclaim for his performances. His subtle acting skills were showcased in Ningthoba Lancha short film adaptation of Priyo Kumar Kaisam's Nongdi Tarakhidre. His journey into the world of cinema was significantly influenced by his association with S.N. Chan, the father of Manipur cinema in the early 1980s. Kripa is survived by his wife and 2 daughters. The Manipur State Film Development Society MSFDS has expressed deep sorrow over the loss of this resilient filmmaker whose substantial contributions have cemented his status as a true pioneer in Manipuri cinema. Sheikh Nurul Hassan, MLA of Khetrigao, spearheaded a peaceful rally today to protest the prolonged non-distribution of public distribution system PDS rice in his constituency. The rally commenced from Hassan's residence in Top Khongnang Makhong and proceeded to the DC complex of Imphal East. Due to the absence of the district commissioner, who was occupied with other duties, Hassan and his supporters met with the additional district magistrate of Imphal East. During the meeting, Hassan highlighted the distress of constituents over the suspension of PDS rice distribution for the past 8 months. He rejected the plan to distribute only 2 months' worth of rice, demanding the release of all pending rice within 2 to 3 days or face intensified protest. In a statement to the media, Hassan criticized the Department of CAF and PD for halting rice distribution since November under various pretexts. He revealed that he had previously raised the issue with the Chief Minister, who assured resolution within 2 months. Despite this, recent developments, including the appointment of 23 new fair price shop agents by the DC, did not align with the expected distribution schedule. Hassan expressed frustration at the government's lack of prompt action amidst ongoing economic challenges and recent flooding affecting the constituency. He also voiced concerns about being overlooked by the coalition government, questioning his exclusion for decisions like the appointment of the administrative committee chairman, who is reportedly involved in the drug case. Hassan warned of escalating the protests if the authorities fail to act swiftly.
Issue and kindly distribute the pending 8 months NAPSA beneficiaries PDS rice quota to all the 23 shopkeepers and let the distribution be carried out in the next 1-2 days. This is the contention, and the constituent of Ketrigao Assembly constituency will wait for next 2 to 3 days. And if the authorities concerned do not comply with the appeal of constituent along I am representing as an MLA of Ketrigao Assembly constituency, representing my constituent. If they do not comply on our appeal, then more rigorous unwanted protest may erupt in next 2-3 days. And Ketrigao is very much a part of.
Security forces continued search operations and area domination in the fringe and vulnerable areas of Hill and Valley districts. During the search operations, security forces recovered 1 SMG along with magazine, 1 single barrel 2-inch mortar shell, 1 51mm mortar shell, 4 detonators, 5 gelatin stick from Torbung Sabal Mamang in Bisnupur district. In a separate search operation, security forces recovered 1 improvised mortar pumpy from Torbung Bazaar in Churchandpur district. In another operation, security forces recovered 1 7.62mm sniper rifle, 1 7.62mm sniper rifle magazine, 2.22 rifles, 2.22 rifle magazines, 2 improvised projectile launchers, 1 HE-36 hand grenade, 5 projectiles, 18 live ammunition rounds, 1 AK-47 magazine, 2 tube launchers, 1 telescopic sight, 1 LMZ bipod, 1 Burfang radio set with antenna, 1 radio set battery from El Faizang and El Munlai in Kangpopi district. On the other hand, Manipur police arrested an active cadre of proscribed outfit Pripak Pro from Okram Chotek in Imphal East. The arrested cadre has been identified as Sapam Priyojit Singh, aged 43 years. He was involved in extortion activities from government employees. Furthermore, 1 mobile phone was recovered from his possession. Chief Minister N. Biren on his X handle informed that teachers and students of DM University call on him at his secretariat today. He said the state is committed to support and ensure that the university has the resources and environment needed to nurture the youths. He also appreciated the dedication and enthusiasm displayed by both the faculty and the students. District Administration Thoubal, in collaboration with Imphal East District Administration, has launched a 7-day training program on Kauna grass craft products at the Urup OBC Girls Hostel Relief Camp under the jurisdiction of Imphal East. The District Administration of Thoubal and Imphal East expressed happiness over the announcement of 2 master trainers from the relief camps, namely Angom Sangita and Thongam Subhashini. In a successful bid to save wild animals, the Assam Rifles rescued 3 wild animals and 2 reptiles from different vulnerable locations, and tribal hunters were handed over to the officials of the Manipur Wildlife and Forest Department for conservation, protection and preservation at a safe and suitable place. 2 animals, 1 Asian leaf turtle and 2 leopard cats, along with 2 reptiles, a cobra and a copper-headed trinket snake, were released in the wild at a safe and suitable place under the Central Forest Division of the State Wildlife and Forest Department. These wild animals and reptiles were handed over by the Assam Rifles to the Forest and Wildlife Department on Sunday through the People for Animals PFA Manipur, a voluntary organization for the conservation and preservation of wildlife. The personnel of the 22 Assam Rifles rescued these wild animals from the clutches of hunters in Manipur's Kangpokpi district, dominantly inhabited by the Kuki-Jau tribal people. Meanwhile, Hairok police station handed over a rescued Bengal monitor lizard, locally known as Hangkok, to the state wildlife officials through the PFA Manipur. The rare variety of lizard was found by one Kumanthem Sanjoy Singh of Hairok Part 3, Ngaro Thel Lekai at his gate in Thawal district. NSCN-IM has expressed deep concerns regarding the ongoing Meitei Kuki-Jau ethnic conflict in Manipur, which began on May 3rd last year. In a statement, the NSCN-IM highlighted the alleged disturbing trend towards the Christians with harassment and physical assault by Arambai Tengol in Manipur. Ever since the Meitei Kuki-Jau ethnic conflict started, NSCN has been on its toes. Though they have maintained neutrality, they have been cautiously following the day-to-day developments, the NSCN-IM stated. It further said, ironically, things are not going well as they have seen the disturbing trend towards Christians with harassment and physical assault by the local militant group Arambai Tengol. The NSCN-IM highlighted the affiliations of Arambai Tengol, accusing them of prompting extreme principles and violent extremism aimed at radical socio-political reforms. Such persons behind Arambai Tengol who hold or follow strong convictions or extreme principles to bring about fundamental socio-political reforms are already out in the manner that is most radical than anything else. The NSCN-IM called for a change of heart from Arambai Tengol, urging them to cease treating Christians with hostility. While saying that NSCN stands for peaceful coexistence of all religious groups in Manipur, it asserted that the NSCN-IM would like to see a change of heart on the part of Arambai Tengol and not to treat the Christians as if it get rid of the dirt. Before we wind up, let's have a quick look at the top 10 headlines once again. Adequate funds will be available to restore the state's development momentum, says Chief Minister NBD. Union Budget 2024 comes under heavy criticism for completely ignoring the Northeast state of Manipur. Acclaimed Manipuri filmmaker Rajkumar Kripajit passes away at 67. MSFDS condoles the untimely demise of the filmmaker. Well, that's all for now. Keep watching IS News and good night.